Good morning, 819S. Woo, it's a scorcher today. The weather forecast says it's 29 or 30 right now. And it's supposed to get up to 34 today. I think every day this week it's going to be over 30 as a high. And then next Monday the rain is going to start again. Rain's going to come back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this week is not fun. Summer is definitely here. Google had said that the weather would be 37 today, and the Apple Maps forecast said it's going to be 34. Sorry, the Apple weather. Oh, why did I do that again? Really, I didn't have any coffee yet. Apple weather app said it's going to be 34. I'm not sure what it's going to actually end up being. I think this summer is definitely going to be one of the hottest on record. I have Googled it, and the hottest temperature ever recorded in Japan was 41.1 degrees, I guess. And I believe that that's going to be beat this year. I hope it doesn't happen in Tokyo, but today the topic I'd like to talk about is food. I went shopping yesterday and had a frustrating experience. Eggs are limited in a lot of supermarkets these days. So eggs, only one pack per customer, and a pack of eggs in Japan is usually 10. It's not a dozen eggs, it's 10 eggs. In the past, when I went to the same supermarket, I picked up one pack of the eggs that have a sign that says limited one per customer, and then there's other eggs that are more expensive that don't have that sign on it. And I was able to buy one pack of each, and it was okay. And yesterday when I tried to do the same thing, the lady was like, nope, only one pack of eggs per customer. I'm like, no, this set of eggs says one per customer, this one does not. And she's like, nope, all the eggs, one per customer, one per customer. I was like, all right, if this is what we're doing now, then I guess this is what we're doing now. I was a little frustrated though. But more than that, I think the price of everything is really going up. So in the past, I used to be able to get 10 eggs for under 200 yen, under $2. Now the cheap eggs are 238 yen, and they get sold out really quickly. The more expensive eggs are 300 yen, so basically 50% more expensive than they used to be in the past. It's stressful, and you've probably seen in the news that the price of rice in Japan is really outrageous. My wife asked me to buy rice probably 2 months ago or 3 months ago. This was before I realized that the price had really changed. And I went there with, a little bit of money in my wallet. And when I got there, I was like, ooh, I did not bring enough money. Wait, that's not the regular price of rice, is it? And snapped a picture of the prices and sent it over to my wife. And she's like, okay, never mind. No rice this week. So, yeah. Prices are kind of funny. I'd say I've lived in Japan 20 years, and I'd say the first 15 years of living here, the prices didn't really change so dramatically. Maybe a few things went up in price very, very, very slightly, and then COVID really threw a wrench in the works. So once COVID hit, I think the prices of everything started to skyrocket. I don't even want to say rise, they started to skyrocket. In the past, you could buy things from some convenience stores and vending machines. Drinks were usually maybe 100 to 150 yen. That was a normal price for coffee or Coke or something like that. Nowadays, I'd say 150 to 180 is the norm. Yeah, those speaker trucks can be a little annoying. Nowadays, I'd say, 150 to 180 is the norm. Candy, the price of candies and stuff went up. The price of drinks went up. The price of rice went up. Rice balls, they used to be the go-to poor man's food. You didn't really have that much money, but you wanted some lunch. You spend $2 and you get 2 balls of rice with a little bit of either fish or plum or something like that inside. Depending on which ones you like, the price of those, maybe $2, 200 yen is only one rice ball. Same size, same ingredients, same everything else, but the price nearly doubled. Again, that obviously would be related to the rice price increasing, because a rice ball is mainly rice, seaweed, and then a little bit of goo as they say. Goo meaning not Goo, but Gu. Gu is the ingredients inside a rice ball. Goo. I think it makes life a little bit stressful. The salaries have not really gone up, and in some cases they've gone down. One of my jobs, the company a few years ago forced us to sign up for a different tax system. I don't really want to go into too much detail, but in the past we weren't liable for paying certain tax, and now the company forced us to. And that means that I have a higher tax burden every year, but the same salary. Then after that, they offered us a 50 yen increase in wages, but the 50 yen doesn't offset the money that I have to pay in taxes. So I'm still making less for the same job, which is why I have a second place that I work. So yeah, it's a lot of companies are doing things like that. My understanding is that it offsets the tax burden on the company. They have to pay less tax, which means they can keep more of their money. And then we're paying the tax instead, which means that we're losing money. I talked to the tax office about that. They said, "Oh, they can't compel you to sign up for that because you don't meet the criteria for that system." And I was like, "I know that." And they're like, "Well, you got to get a lawyer." I'm like, "But you're the tax office, and I'm telling you, ABC Company, obviously that's not the name, but ABC Company is doing this actively. Why don't you, as the tax office, take some action and help out the citizens?" "Yeah, that's an individual thing. You're going to have to take care of that yourself." Okay, I see. So, I'm on the hook for that. And any job I sign up for that's a similar circumstance, I still have to pay the tax on my own because I signed up for one company. This tax system is something that applies to your life, basically to any work that you do that's considered consulting or contract work, basically. So I'm trying to find another source of income if I can, on top of the two that I already have. And that's unfortunately just to make ends meet. Then if you have unexpected medical bills and things like that, it just makes everything a little bit harder. So yeah, if you come to Japan, definitely find something that pays good, find something that you're comfortable with, or bring some cash with you. Make sure you've got some money with you. There are lots of great jobs out there. The better you speak Japanese, the more opportunities open up for you. So just like I said with riding motorcycles, the more Japanese you can speak, the better your experience will be. Same with employment. The better your Japanese is, the more job opportunities that will open up. But it's a hot one, and I'm actually starting to get a little tired, and I'm just starting my ride. I need to get some coffee in me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bring some money with you to Japan. If you're bringing US dollars, you're still alright because the exchange rate benefits you. If you're making money in Japanese yen, be careful. Oh, one last thing just before I sign off then is price shopping. So it's interesting. There are discount supermarkets, there are discount shops all over the place. If you go to convenience stores like 7-Eleven, Family Mart, Lawson, they're great because of how convenient they are. Obviously, it's in the name, right? Convenience store. So, it's fantastic. You can get whatever you need. But, for example, the coffee, one of the coffees I usually drink is like 109 yen at the supermarket, and then it is 178 yen at 7-Eleven. I think there's a discount store that sells it for 98 yen. I haven't been there for a few months. They may have also increased the price to 109 at this point. But yeah, I think if you're on a budget like I am, price shopping, it seems like it's a waste of time, but I think you can end up saving a dramatic amount of money. So, wow, he's got a long swing arm on that thing? What a wild bike. Maybe she's got a long swing arm on that thing. Yeah, price shopping can definitely be your friend. And I think keeping track of how much you spent on things, maybe even photographing stuff for simplicity instead of keeping a separate memo or something like that, can help out a lot. It's true for not only food products and stuff like I'm talking about, but it can also be true for motor oil or gasoline or things like that. So point cards can also be your friend depending on the store that you go to, but I've probably got about 17 or 18 point cards that I use often. So they're a little bit of a hassle to keep. Some of the companies have digitized them, so it's basically an iPhone app or a smartphone app. Those are a little bit nicer because they're just right there. I still have my iPhone set to the US iPhone App Store, and as a result, some of the companies will not allow me to download their app. I'm looking at you, Eneos, the gas station Eneos. When you click on their QR codes to download their app, it says, this is restricted and it's not available in your country. Like, I don't want to switch accounts just to download an app. I don't understand why you make me do this. But it is what it is. A lot of companies, their Japan app is restricted to the Japan App Store only, so if you plan to live here, it's definitely better to have a Japan App Store account. I have both, honestly, but I generally keep my system logged into the US account. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Alright, with all that said, I think that's enough for today. Have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay cool, ride safe.